4-1-2-1-2 best tactics and instructions. My name is Brabbsy. Make sure to join the sub squad and let's go. Alright, there's only really 5 formations that work at the moment in the game, and 4-1-2-1-2 is probably one of the most popular ones that I've seen. However, it's not always set up to the best of its ability, so that's what we're going to go through today, ladies and gents. Starting with the tactics, let's go. And I'm in the goddamn way, my apologies ladies and gents. Let's move me over here, shall we? There we go, there we go, nice. Okay, so defensive style, drop back, pretty grim, I know, but that's the only thing that's working at the moment in Foot Champs. Just please don't set it to 1 depth, that's nasty and I will dislike you. Put it on about 3 so you're not absolutely parking the bus, but just so your defense is far enough back to be able to stop any counter attacks coming at them. Width, I would say 4 because it's quite a narrow formation and you want it to perform as such. If you remember on the FIFA 19 defensive tutorials, I always mentioned about protecting the center of the pitch. FIFA 20 is very similar to that and I'll show you all that in a defensive tutorial on its own. So yeah, that's what you need to do for defensive. Offensive, balanced. Possession, I find your players come short too often, don't make the runs in behind that you're needing them to. Fast build up is just suicidal. Everyone turns into Usain Bolt and we don't want that. And long ball is, well, that's just ugly. Don't do that. So yeah, balance for the offensive style. Width, again, leave it on 4. We want it to be nice and compact, quick passing, quick movement. That is pretty vital. Players in the box, straight down the middle, quite conservative. Same with corners, same with free kicks. The beauty of this formation is in the player instructions and how you use it on the pitch. So let's get into that right now. All right, so, oh goodness me, I'm in the way of the instructions now. Little Brabbsy, there we go. Okay, your bad boys up front. Both of these need to be pacey strikers, preferably. Doesn't matter if not, but it works best with fast strikers that can finish. So you want to set them both as stay central, really important for this formation. You want them both to be really tight so they can do 1-2s with each other. Attacking runs, get in behind. If you don't have a fast striker, just leave that as mixed attack. You can even make them a false 9 if you want, but getting behind works best. So get yourself a couple of fast strikers, please. The final change is set them both to stay forward. You don't want them coming back and helping with the defense at all. You want them staying up, ready for the counter attack. And that goes for both strikers. Identical instructions on both. Nice one. Center attacking mid. You want someone who's good at dribbling, good at passing, and good at long shots. Doesn't particularly matter about pace too much. Obviously, it's nice if they have it. But the instructions, you want them to stay forward as well. So they've got a nice little triangle at the top of the pitch. This is really important for your counter attacks. If you've not done this already, you'll hopefully notice the difference straight away when you do go on the attack. Positioning freedom. Let them free, darlings. Let them free. Give them free roam. They'll make some good attacking runs with free roam rather than just being rigid to the center of the pitch. Everything else, leave as normal. Very nice. Left and right centre mid. You can either have a left mid and a right mid playing in that role, or you can have a central midfielder playing in that role. Entirely up to you. For me, I've gone for a left mid and right mid, Coman and Gnabry, just for a bit more pace in the middle of the pitch. You need these set up as balanced attacks, so they help both box to box in attack and defence. The main change that you need to do is cover centre. Please guys, if there's one thing you take away from this, set them as cover centre. You don't want them going out getting a hot dog at the stands. You want them in the centre of the pitch, covering in those areas. Same goes for the other one, cover centre. Okay? Perfect. Lastly, your CDM. These need to be stay back while attacking, so basically the opposite if you can. This will just mean that they sort of sit on the halfway line or drop in and fill any gaps that your defence might leave. And then the final change, again, cover centre. Really important for those 3 midfielders. Lastly, your fullbacks. I've seen some people recommend stay back while attacking. Not in this particular formation. You do want your fullbacks to be making runs up that pitch to support. So how this works is when you've got the ball on the left hand side with Royce, Havertz, Coman, whoever, that left back will run up to help out with that attack, and the CDM will drop back to cover that space. So you will still have a back line, but you'll just have a bit more width, and it's really important because of how narrow this formation is. Same with the right back, balanced attack, mixed attack run type. Job's a good one. Let's get onto the pitch and show you how this formation works its magic. So the first thing you will notice, guys, after setting these instructions up is this little triangle position made up by your strikers and your attacking midfielder. Using this, you can string together quick, simple X passes to create a counter attack that will break through most defences and create plenty of goal scoring opportunities. You'll notice here, because our cam is set to free roam, he's come short to support us off the ball, whilst the rest of our midfield remains in position, ready to start off our next attack. Our strikers were set to stay central and get in behind, so you will start to notice that they make some really good runs in between the defenders. Next up is when your fullbacks offer you extra width out wide. Look at the radar and notice the CDM drops back to support the defence until he's safe to go back into the middle of the pitch. This means you will never be too overcommitted on attacks and should stop people from being able to counter attack you. The most effective way to attack in this formation when you win the ball back is to make simple X passes to your nearby teammates and use the L1 button to trigger forward runs as you're moving up the pitch. Moving on to the defence, because we've set them as drop back, notice they will crowd the penalty area and make it really hard to break down, whilst that forward triangle will still be there to make quick counter attacks when you win the ball back. Here's a final example of drop back in motion. Notice how the teams start shifting down the pitch to crowd out your opponent's options. As soon as we win the ball back, that triangle reappears ready to make another great counter-attacking move. Have fun using this formation to make people rage quit in FUT Champs, guys. That's everything from me. Make sure to give it a thumbs up and let me know in the comments what you'd like to see in the next video.